I liked that the Berrics was owned by two respected skateboarders. It was the first time that somebody had taken a skate park and been like, here's a place to skate, let's film people skate it. It's like, hey, everybody come here and we'll see what you do inside these four walls. Shutting off the lights and putting on like spotlights on certain spots. It was exciting. It was just an exciting way to watch people skateboard in a skate park, which a lot of times was taboo to film in a skate park up until that point.
The difference in media when we started the Berrics was that shift to just, being digital.
And the internet was starting to catch fire. How can we create a platform to tell stories and for other people to tell stories? I was sitting in the Berrics one day, which at the time wasn't technically the Berrics, and it was a rainy Saturday. And I was looking around and there was Mark Johnson, and Andrew Reynolds, and Jeremy Rogers, and Eric Costin, and 15 of arguably the greatest skateboarders on earth under one roof.
I always thought of, skaters on teams only skating with each other on the teams, and then, being that kid and seeing this park and seeing different dudes from different teams skating together. And I would see Eric Costin skating with Jim Greco, skating with Heath Kirchard, that's what was one of the coolest things. I mean, probably not just for me, but probably for everyone else.
I think it's easy for skaters to get behind the Berrics because it's basically a clubhouse. It's like a hangout. Everybody gets together here. It's like a meeting place. It's like the bottleneck. So I'm like, yes, you two dudes. And then Malto's gonna meet up. Mikey Taylor just walked in. It's the clubhouse. It's the skate shop. It's the hangout.
I mean, every day it'd be like 50 of the top pros, and it was like a dream demo every single day of like all of your favorite pros in the same building.
And meanwhile, these guys are doing these tricks that technically you're not going to really film for your video part, because at the time video parts were just, everything was just street skating. And it's like, well, why don't you just film it and show the world? And it sort of satiates their need to see skating on a daily basis. So I figured, why not us be the first place to do it? Keep people relevant, because at the time, video projects were taking 2, 3, sometimes even 4 years to film. So you have a kid who's in 8th grade and you're his favorite skater, and the next time he sees you, he's a senior in high school or a freshman in college. A lot has changed in his life,
When they go film video parts, they would hold all their photos and footage until they're done with their part. This is a way you could still do something quickly on the side. You could still be filming the video parts. You could still hold all that stuff. You could also do smaller things and still can directly connect to somebody in their bedroom.
When I drive up to LA, I'm thinking, I want to go to the Berrics because I can probably get stuff done. Chase will be there. Maybe I'll film like a couple tricks for a banging. There's something that can be done here. It's an indoor park that you can actually get your business done.
My first week here, and Barry was like, okay, so we want to do a new video every day. I hesitated to wait to see if he was gonna crack a smile or start laughing, because I was like, that's impossible. How are you gonna do a video every single day?
Our first employee had found this video of Donovan's, and it was how to make a buttery ass ledge. And I saw it and I thought it was the most genius thing I'd ever seen in my life. He needs to do this every week. We'll call it Buttery Ass Mondays. And that made me think about, Giovanni Retta, and knowing his sort of gift for gab, bought him a video camera, and I said, hey, go out here and just do what you do, but film it.
Benny, there's somebody here who wants to talk to you. Hello, Benny Fairfax, how are you?
So then we have Wednesdays with Retta.
Hey, Sunday, Monday, Mikey's party sucks. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Mikey party sucks.
I mean, when we started doing like scheduled programming, it just made it easier for us to know what we were doing on certain days, right? And then we figured out, oh, well, shit, we don't have anything on the weekend.
The first game of skate played at the Berrics officially.
And we did a game of skate for this kid, Johnny Romano, who was in the hospital with cancer. He was dying. And we made this video.
What are the rules? Here's the rules, there are no rules.
But we had them filmed before each one, and we were just gonna use it in the edit. Hey, Johnny, if I win, you get to go to the Berrics. And I had them both say that. And they had a real legit game of skate. And no joke, I mean, and this is when YouTube wasn't even that big, right? YouTube had just been around for a year. And couple of days, it had like 563,000 views or something. So we sat down just to create weekend content. We're like, well, let's do Battle of the Berrics. You just come and you play these games of skate. At the time was just the people that were coming to skate the park that were our friends that lived in LA, that we didn't have to fly out or anything like that because we didn't have the money. We'll have this event at the end when it's down to the final four. We'll do a live event at the Berrics. We'll do an invite only. I was like, let's get an in-and-out truck and just have like this cool event. And we did.
I've seen that transcend into kids all over, you know. Travel the world, you meet a kid, it's like, play me in a game of skate. You know, they're like straight to Rochambeauing. And they stick by our rules, the rules we created.
This 13-year-old kid who was dying of cancer is responsible for the whole Battle of the Berrics phenom.
Dudes were there and Chase had a camera and the content was there to make, you know. I mean, it went hand in hand. I mean, you build it, they will come. It literally was that. I mean, Barra and Eric built this baseball field and, you know, Kirk Gibson showed up every day.
I think the Berrics' single biggest contribution to skateboarding is giving skateboarders in this digital time of constantly wanting more, giving them a place to go that is a good aggregate of what they want to see, that is constantly being updated with more and more stuff that is good. I think that was their biggest contribution.
We filled the hole that existed, a void that was existing between the sort of establishment and the people.